This video is a brief overview of attaining financial security and happiness. It is based on the idea that students can improve their personal success and happiness by becoming financially literate. The interactive online program consists of 10 lessons of approximately 1 hour. The program includes an instructor manual with lesson plans, PowerPoint videos, discussion questions, and classroom handouts. So let's take a look at the chapters. The first chapter is the introduction and the financial goals, and it begins with the student learning outcomes. This chapter helps students to think about what they would like in the future in terms of financial stability. They're presented with a checklist for success. Here are some ideas for making some financial goals for the future. There's a video with an overview of the basics of financial literacy. This chapter helps students to set some goals for the future. They begin with a journal entry. It says, review the financial security checklist and think of your own goals for financial security. List your top 5 goals to include your vision of financial security for the future. Faculty can view this work online. Then we ask students to think a little bit more specifically about their goals so that they are specific, measurable, and achievable. Some examples are learning about money management, and we ask them to write 5 intention statements about achieving your goal of financial security. These goals should be specific, measurable, and achievable. There's an assessment at the end of each chapter. Faculty can view the assessment results online. Taking a look at some of the other chapters, Chapter 2 is on maximizing your income. The idea is helping students to understand the value of a college education and invest in themselves. Some other options are provided, for example, learning a trade, starting a small business. Each of the chapters include videos. Videos are made by young people so that students can relate to them. And then the journal entries. What are your plans for investing in yourself to maximize your earnings? And then the assessment. The next chapter is paying for education, and this chapter helps students to understand the financial aid that is available to them, the federal aid, how to apply for financial aid, how to fill out the FAFSA, how to apply for a scholarship, and an analysis of is a college education worth the cost, and minimizing educational costs. The next chapter is budgeting and saving, and I think this is probably the most important chapter. The secret to financial security is having a budget. So here are some budget basics, a video that explains steps for how to create a budget, how to control your expenses. The next chapter is on investing your money. I think it's important for students at a young age to think about saving money to invest over the long term and the power of starting early. The next chapter is managing debt, understanding credit score and how your credit score could affect your car payment, for example. A checklist for a high credit score, how to use credit wisely, how to use credit cards. The next chapter has to do with renting your first apartment, thinking about buying a home in the future. This chapter is about understanding banking, how to set up a banking account, what are the services that banks provide. The next chapter is on risk management, how to purchase car insurance, what is medical insurance, why do you need insurance? And then the last chapter is understanding taxes. Why do we pay taxes? How do you pay taxes? How do you fill out the 1040? This program also includes an instructor manual. It has detailed lessons for each of these chapters. The instructor manual contains lesson plans for online, hybrid, or face-to-face courses. It includes classroom exercises and handouts to engage students in learning. There's also a PowerPoint library and handouts that can be downloaded.